Alright, time to catch you all up on some updates and what's been going on. Alright, after a week of mowing, because this stuff was, that thick. Plus, this is even thicker out there. So I had to mow it at least twice. It's looking good out here. Didn't mow it all. Still keeping it natural for those who are curious. But I did get my spaces cleaned up, cleared up, backyard reclaimed, so now I can work on that this winter. Maybe hopefully get to the greenhouse at some point, which I want to put on the other side of this barn. But anyways, it's like it got down to 50 degrees. Fish are doing all right. It's supposed to warm back up, so I'm not gonna worry about them. They seem pretty active. But after a week of yard cleanup from the hurricane and just mowing from not mowing after a year and a half, time to jump back into these plumbing systems. And we're working on this rack here. I've got the inflow for my guppy rack. I got the outflow working on this shrimp rack. Right now I just need to start connecting pieces and start making more pieces. I hope you guys enjoyed that last tour video I put up for you guys. Man, it's nice to finally get back into this. Like I've missed it, even though it was only a week. It felt weird not doing aquarium stuff. You can see some of them babies getting bigger. Actually see them from here. If you want to know more about this system, YouTube search LRB inflow system and outflow system, or LRB inflow system, LRB outflow system.
What are you doing?
Get in the video, kitty. Meow. Go, kitty, go. Meow. These guys are always sneaking in here. That's why I need to get a top floor on the barns, so I can get this fish room more closed in. How cool is that? Anybody else's fish rooms like that? Nature coming in. Not usual that I have these colors next to each other with these shrimp, but looks kind of cool. But thank you all so much for the support and orders. I appreciate y'all. LRBAquatics.com. All homegrown, nothing imported. And you can see it on the tanks. But anyways, got my plumbing done for the shrimp rack. Excited about that. All plumbed in. That is done. Now to the guppy rack. And you can hear I got my dehumidifiers on. Because, well, yeah, that humidity. Gotta battle that. But time to get this rock out. Using a container here. Then down into that container. That way I don't have to less trips in and out. I was not a fan of this rock. It has like this kind of like crystal stuff that flakes off. I think the fish ingest it and it becomes an issue for them. There's some moss. Putting in the new rock. And it is dirty. You can see all the clay substrate. It has like that red Georgia clay all over it. We'll settle down. Jeez, might take this a while to settle. That stuff with all that clay in it. You can see how much was really all over the rock. It's gonna take quite some time to settle. Compared to that, to that. Looking good up here though. These guys are beautiful. This is how fire the sky really is. And then it changes. Come on now. And the color corrects itself.
I'm going, hey, what are you doing? So sometimes it takes an hour. You're talking to people for an hour. Hey, this is what we're doing. We're marking it. this is what we're doing, we're not gonna take any food fish, and they're going, okay, you know, it's cool, we'll let you do it. Ask, and always, you're gonna get the okay.
$5 for swallowtail peacock. $4. $3. What's your point class?
5, 6, 7, 8.
10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 20.
5 black coolie loaches. We'll start it again. $3. Black coolie loaches. 5 in a bag. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Number 98, bag 25. We got a Z-Rock peacock cichlid. Z-Rock.
Okay, a couple new fish here. Albino Galaxy guppies. Woo woo. Big shout out and thank you to Victoria. This was my strain from a long time ago. She was still breeding them and had some extras. Thank you so much. Cool. Wesley got 5 coolie fish. Somebody gave them to him. Thank you for giving those to Wesley. I would mention his name, but I don't think he wants me to. These are regular coolie loaches. These are actually black coolie loaches. And it's been about 5 days since I added the rock to these tanks here, where you couldn't see through them. It's starting to finally settle. Still not as clear as above, so it may take another week. You can see all the mud, dirt, clay in it. Has gotten onto the plants, but the best thing to do with that is kind of just like waft it off or just shake it off the plant. It does look like there's a tree trying to grow in here. What in the world? You see that? That's wild. Guppies don't mind it. They like it. There's all the babies, something to munch and mouth on. And really, those are the 2 worst. I mean, these 2 are really settled down. This is nice. Same with the ones on the bottom. We got all the new rock in them now. I'm digging it. This one, heavy clay. Still hasn't settled, but working on it. Yeah, if I don't shake that off of the buche, it can cause the buche problems. But since this is a guppy tank, I think these guys will eventually work their way to it. Looks like they already have, because that should be a lot worse than what it is. Oh, and that guy helps too. Ram's horn snail. All right, now it's finally time to get rid of all these weird tanks that I got. First thing I'm gonna do, these are like my 2.5s, my 5 gallons, 10 gallons, stuff like that, weird tanks. They're all gonna be 20s, but time to get rid of all the ones that aren't 20. And first approach will be taking the plants out and then catching the fish, because I don't want to catch the fish all around the plants. But luckily, I've got 79, let's go this way, 20 longs that need plants, so at least I have somewhere to put them. And I may just stick them outside. I don't know, it's getting cold outside. Still don't know where I'm gonna put them, but definitely probably gonna end up outside. I don't know if I'm gonna fill them or not. I mean, they all got good substrate in them, so might as well keep the substrate lively. Maybe I'll half fill them, not put anything in them. So I'm in Florida, I won't get any deep freezes. And if it's half filled, the ice can go up and down and not really, hopefully not bust any tanks. And it ain't like it's gonna become a block. So I think I'm gonna still just stick them outside. And these tanks here are just full of babies, or what were babies, starting to grow up. These guys, these chilling up there in the Pagaya Village rainbow fish I've gotten from Gary. Some volcano guppies. Blue Star Endlers. I think they're hungry. A lot of these just empty or half bakes, and then hodgepodge of like shrimp, straggler, endler, like lane greens and stuff. Well, anyways, let's get rid of all these. Time to get rid of all these. This has been a big phase. These were a lot of the tanks that were on the floor here in the fish room when you guys first saw when I moved. And I have literally worked this fish room up from the bottom, up, bit by bit. And it's crazy to see how far it's come. Like, it's really wild. Let's do it! Alright, got a few tanks cleared out of all the plants, working my way down, and you can see this Valsenera is really established. This whole tank was full, and it's so hard for me to do these tanks sometimes when they get so established. Just like this crypt coming up, I'm just like, what am I going to do with all that? Because it's been sitting, growing for such a long time. So healthy. It's just always rough to do. But dropping off like a chunk of this Valsenaria in with all these guppies and all the babies who don't have a whole lot of plants in their tank right now, I don't know, that's a good feeling as well. A lot of counterbalances in this hobby. I've gotten lots of good mosses, just like that was hiding underneath all the algae. Some nice ferns. Lots of guppy grass, lots and lots of guppy grass. Some nice Anubiuses. Good sizes too. And more to come, getting there. This Bacopa Carolina just by itself, it just doesn't even look real. Looks like those fake plants you would get. See how it does with this ambient light. No light. Alright, all the plants are out of the ones I'm taking off. You can see which ones are more clay-based substrate here. The sand in the Eco Complete really cleared up real quick. It says like ADA in it, and then like this aqua, like pond media soil. Time to catch all these little fish. Get them moved about, and shrimp. Alright, all empty of the fish. Mostly Chelinatheridia, Trifasciata, Pagaia Village. Got a few tanks of those. Separated them by size. A lot of blue. Now to get them emptied and remove them. I am going to keep this one and set a 20 up with this probably. Or maybe find a new space, because crypt is just, it's nice and embedded. It's mature. I don't want to really mess with it too much. Emptied. Got most of them off. Those are probably gonna go in the house. But the rest of them, let's stick them outside here and level up the aquarium garden. Woo woo. So this will pretty much fill the perimeter now. I could probably stick one of those right there. I don't know, I may still do it. We'll see. I got one that's not filled up, but I kind of like seeing all four across. I know a lot happening in this video and a lot more to come, trying to catch you guys all up on the updates and what's been going on in the fish room. If you don't want to miss any further updates, hit the bell notification and the subscribe button. The like button might as well on your way out. Hit all three. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Have a great one.